So I'm here with Gail, and we had a chance to catch up for a moment and talk about the amazing drama that she's lived in her life, the incredible accomplishments that you have. I admire you so much. And I think about, if I don't have my mojo and I don't feel like I'm on today, what's my excuse? And Gail, you were really having to deliver a record-breaking performance at Barcelona, and you suffer from a disease that might have actually led to an amputation. What was that all about?
I have Graves' disease, and what Graves' disease is a disease of your thyroid gland. It influences every cell, organ, and tissue in your body, and when it stops working, basically, so do you. And I went through this. Took them like almost 3.5 years to diagnose me, to figure out what was wrong with me. I had gone through hair loss, weight loss, and just trying to figure out what's going on. And like you said, this was leading up to the 1992 Olympic Games. I was as an athlete, you're supposed to be on your game. You're supposed to be there. You have to go through the trials and everything. I barely, I made it through the trials. And then I get to the Olympic Games and it's like, okay, how do you bring yourself to remember where you've been? Because it had been 3.5 years basically before my competition, of how to get back out there and to accomplish the goals and the dreams that I had set for myself. And in the Olympic Games, they come around once every 4 years. Nothing is ever promised that you're going to come back. I was fortunate that from '88, when the start of my Graves' disease, to be fortunate to have the opportunity to come back in 1992. So it's like, it's do or die here. You've got to have your game face, like I said, get your game face on. And it's almost like knowing that everybody else is here. This is the Olympic Games. This is the best out of everybody in the whole United States, the whole world. And what do? You have to have that confidence in yourself to know that you train hard, that everything happens for a reason, knowing that, as I say, this too will pass. As far as the Graves' disease, that it has to be a reminder to me of where I've been, the struggle that I've gone through. And I think that has helped me to make me into the person that I am. And that's why I stand on this line today. Were my thoughts going into the games that, I've got to prove it to myself. And back then, the heat of the competition was in lane 4, 5, and 6. They gave me lane 2. So that kind of tells you what they thought about me. But it was like, doesn't matter what other people believe. It matters what I believe about myself, and that I've seen myself cross that finish line. And this is my chance to do it again.
Well, I think about all the times when we faced a setback and a feeling that we weren't going to be able to take that next step. And you realized that you needed to make this contribution. You were not going to be cheated from this victory.
No, this was mine. This was my dream. This is what I wrote and I had in my house as a constant reminder to me of the things that I wanted to accomplish. So it had to be. It had to be. And, I always tell people success doesn't mean that you have to win. It doesn't mean that you have to be number one. It doesn't mean that you have to own the company. It doesn't mean that you have to make the most money. Success means you have to give it your all and be the best that you can be. Everybody's not going to come across the finish line at the same time, but I'll go back to 1992, that same Olympic Games. I actually won the Olympic Games in the 100 meters. And in the hurdles, I fell over the last hurdle, but I was leading the race. I was still successful because I gave it my all. And what that taught me was that I can get up and I can keep going. And that was my career, longevity.
Thank you for being a hero to all of us, and such a great reminder of being able to live our dreams. Thank you so much, Gail.
Thank you.